What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Out here in the garage early in the morning, waiting on a glass repair guy. Buddy's Jeep's getting a new windshield in it. I'll put the camera around here in a second and show you guys that. Like I said, we're waiting on that guy to show up, then we're going to get started working here. If I can, I'll try to do a little bit of filming in like the middle of the process, just so that you can give a little bit more content for YouTube. If not, I'm just going to show you guys the before and after. I'll probably post it on my channel, and my buddy Joey, this is his project Jeep. He'll post it on his channel most likely as well. So I'll flip you guys around and show you guys the before. Alright guys, here's the windshield that's getting replaced today. As you can see here, she got a good bit of damage on her. And I'll wipe this thing off just because it's old and getting thrown away anyway, most likely. This is the main of the damage, but there's damage all over this thing. Had something hit him while he's driving, so definitely got to get this thing replaced. Buddy's Grandma knew a guy that could do this kind of work for a little bit cheaper than a shop would, so we're having him come today and help replace this window. Like I said, windshield, like I said, if I can, I'm going to do a little bit of filming in between, just to show you guys somewhat of the process. I really don't know if I'm going to be able to, just because I don't know how this guy is going to be, if he's going to be alright with that or not. Be able to tell like once I get to meet him and everything, because I've never met this guy before. But yeah guys, here's the windshield that's getting replaced. As you can see, she's pretty cracked up, banged up here. There's a good angle on it. So yeah, that's going to be getting replaced today. This is definitely going to be a before and after. Like I said, I will try to do a little bit of in between, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to or not. But stay tuned guys, and I'll show you guys some more stuff here in a little bit. Alrighty guys, got the windshield out here, removed all the clips. The guy said that we're going to update his trim, so we might not need to reuse these chrome pieces here. We took these little clips out. Here's one of his tools. Here's one of the things we're using. Also another tool there. There's the old windshield sitting there on the ground. Got all the cracks in it. Got the new windshield up here, about to be ready to put in. Got to do some more cleaning and stuff, I think. I'm not too sure. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. Told me to take all these little clips out, so that's what I did. I took all them clips out. He took a knife and it cut all the urethane, which we got over here in the trash can now. All that black rubbery looking stuff. So this is probably midway through if I had to take a guess. I'm not 100% sure, but I will keep you guys updated and let you guys know what else goes on here. Had a little bit of rust spots, couple different spots around the Jeep here, so we took this. It's called chemical rust remover, and a paintbrush and just painted it on there. And now got the molding over here, got the glass getting ready. He said he's about to bring something in that I might like. I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but hopefully it's something cool, I guess. Like I said, we use that chemical rust remover on these rust spots. He used like a little drill with a little sander bit on it to cut away at it, but like I said guys, I'll keep you guys updated. Alrighty guys, back here with you. Used some of this, he said it was wax and grease remover around the outside to clean it up some. And he said we're not using the chrome trim pieces, chrome molding anymore. He switched to a rubber, like the newer style of molding for this thing. And he's got an electric caulk gun there. He said he's going to go grab some primer for that rust spots that we opened up a minute ago. And we put it over there to make sure it fit good and everything. So I think we're coming to the end here. I think we're going to get it primed up, and then urethaned up is the adhesive stuff that he's using. So I will be back with you guys shortly. Hey everybody, DLD Customs back here. We're filming for my buddy JBM Adventures. I got the 92 Cherokee, got the windshield in. I'm going to do a little slow video roll of what it looks like now. Bam. Got the new windshield put in, looking pretty good there. We ended up, I probably said it in the other piece, or the other part of the video, we ended up not using these pieces of chrome molding, because the molding, or the rubber molding that he had, was just like a rubber, so we didn't have, because JBM was missing the top molding, so he had this one, so we just used this one. I think it looks pretty good. Everything's sealed down tight. Here in a second, I will put my tripod up and turn the camera around on myself and do a little bit of talking. Hello everybody, how's it going? So we got the windshield all put in today. In the 92 Cherokee, my buddy at JBM Adventures. Check him out. He's a good YouTuber, makes good content. I'm not sure if he's going to upload this video on his channel as well as my channel. So pretty much today, this is just going to be for everybody watching and for myself for future times if I ever need to look back and be like, man, how did I do that windshield? So pretty much to start out what we did, took the windshield wipers off, and then we took the chrome molding pieces off because there was chrome molding or whatever, or chrome trim pieces, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. So we did that, and he had this special tool used for cutting windshields out. It's got a handle here, then it has a little handle here. It's for use for pulling. It's got like a little knife tip, curved knife tip on the top. So you had to heat up around the windshield to get to the urethane, is what it's called, is urethane. That's the type of adhesive that sticks to the windshield, to the car. It's strong. It's so strong. It's pretty much, once it turns solid and it's done drying, it's pretty much like a rubber. Like, I felt it and picked it up and tried to pull it apart. It's like a rubber. And so we did that, heated it up, kept cutting, cut, heat, all that kind of stuff. And then eventually we got all the way, or he got all the way. I was just pretty much watching for the most part. I was helping out a little bit here and there, but for the most part he was doing everything because I'd never done this before. After that, we were able to take the windshield out, but that's just getting started. I thought we were at the halfway point. We were not even close. So then we had to take a knife and get all the old stuff off because it didn't cut everything off. It had just got to where we can get the windshield out, so we had to take a razor blade attached to a handle, like a utility knife. Sorry, I couldn't think of what it was called. And use that to clean up the area all the way around it. Did that. And then there was some spots of rust. He said since I was keeping him warm in the garage and giving him a hand and everything, that he was going to help us clean up the rust. So what we did was he had a little drill that had like a sander bit, like a little Dremel bit on the end, like a round Dremel bit kind of, and he used that to scratch away all the rust off. Then we did that. After that, he took wax and grease cleaner, came in this big square can. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I got a picture or video of it or not. So we used that, cleaned around the area and everything, let it sit for him a little bit to dry and everything. Then he took, I can't remember if he called it pitch weld or pinch weld. I think it's pinch weld. Pinch weld primer in this little, it's probably about this big, you know, that round, that tall jar of primer. It's black primer, so we primered all the rust, and actually we did the whole outside of the window sill, or whatever you want to call it, the inside, but underneath the glass, but the outside. We primered that all up. And after that, we put the rubber molding on the new piece of glass, getting it ready to be set into the Jeep. So we got the rubber piece put on. Well, he cleaned it first with glass cleaner, and then we put the rubber piece on. And then he took these two little stoppers and put them on the bottoms just so it wouldn't, the little rubber molding wouldn't get caught up underneath to where we wouldn't be able to pull it out. So put those on, and then he took the urethane and did a thick layer all the way around the window, where the window is going to sit and where it glues to the body of the car. This guy said that this stuff is so strong that it literally holds your car together. Like he said, before they used this, they used another stuff called, I think he said it was called a brittle, or yeah, brittle or something like that. So some vehicles back in the older days, when they used this stuff back in like the 70s, that's like the 70s is about when they switched to the urethane. But the cars, like if you rolled them, they would crash down on themselves because there wasn't enough structural integrity to hold the top of the car or the vehicle up. So this stuff, they started switching to that, and it's so strong and it's so thick that it literally helps. Like if you were to roll your vehicle, it helps hold the roof of your car up. Like, obviously it's still going to crash in some, depending on the circumstances, but he said it literally helps with the structural integrity of your vehicle. And he said that you can't use the normal AutoZone part store knives for cutting glass because they're not strong enough to cut urethane, because that's how thick this stuff is. It's literally so thick it'll bend it, he said. He said a lot of stuff. I'm trying to remember everything just so I can have this video for myself and anybody watching as well. Like, if I ever need to replace a window, I'm going to watch my own video, because I'm making a video about it, and it's not necessarily a tutorial, but it is some tips and guides and stuff. So after we got the urethane laid, we put our glove. He said he made me put gloves on just because he said that stuff will stick to you so it'll stick to you for months because of how thick and how strong that stuff is. So I put some gloves on, and we picked it up. He picked up one side, I picked up the other side, and we laid it. And then made sure all the molding was out on the top, made sure it was pressed down all good, and, you know, pressing along the whole sides and everything to make sure that it was all good. Made sure all the molding pieces weren't tucked in, they were all pulled out. And then he took some of the urethane, and on the corners of the molding he put urethane, the strong adhesive stuff, underneath of it, pressed it down, and then cleaned up the area around it where it, you know, kind of pinched out, just so that it would hold better than just putting up the molding. I'm not saying I'm no expert at doing this, because I'm just really trying to recall everything that I did today. It wasn't the hardest thing to do, but it wasn't the easiest. It did take us about 2.5, or it took us like 2 hours, I think. Or no, we started at like, I think it was 11 o'clock in the morning. Now it's about 1:30, something like that. So it did take us a decent amount of time to be able to do this windshield. But we got it done, and I'll leave a picture of the windshield before the guy took it. The guy ended up taking it. I didn't know that, but so I took a picture before he threw it in this van, because it came in a like a work van or whatever. But yeah, guy definitely helped out a lot. I don't know if I would have been able to do this just by watching other YouTube videos. I may have been, I may not have been, I'm not too sure. But now that I've had first-hand experience, I think I could probably do it again. Is it going to be perfect? I really don't know. But it'll be in, and I know what to use, what tools to use, some of the chemicals to use. I forgot to mention to myself or to you guys, after he used the drill, he used Rust Chemical Stopper. It was in a clear jug, and it was pink, and it was a paint-on rust stuff, before he had used the primer on the vehicle itself to stop the rust and everything. How long have I been recording for? 8 minutes. Ooh, wow, this is gonna be a longer video for myself and everything. I'm gonna sit here and do a little bit of thinking. I gotta use the bathroom, so I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna try to do some thinking and see if there's anything else I can think of before I end this video. But I don't want this thing to run on for too long, just because it's gonna take me an hour to upload it and everything. It'll probably take more than an hour. Well, I really don't know. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to upload this one, because it's going to be a longer video because there's a lot of stuff in this. But I'll be right back, guys. One more thing that I forgot to mention before I end this video. Before he laid the urethane down, he had heated it up in front of the turbo heater just so it was easier to spread. Well, not spread, but when you lay it, it makes it easier to spread out, I guess. That's what he said. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end here, I really do appreciate it. I want you guys to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm not too sure what the next video is going to be. I know in this box right here we got a gas tank, so I don't know if we're going to replace that ourselves or if he's going to take it to a shop. I'm not too sure yet. Excuse me. I'm not too sure what's going to be in the next video, guys, but I do want to say thank you for watching. What are you doing, cat? Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.